What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It has been a little bit since all the Evo interior has been taken out. It is still at the upholstery shop, a little change of plans. E3 Customs now has the full interior, so they are doing it. I'm so excited to get it back. But in the meantime, gotta keep the content going. I got in this box something that is gonna change the inside of the Evo for around 100 bucks, 120 bucks. So let me show you what I got. So in the package, I got a new steering wheel wrap in Alcantara suede with the yellow stitching to match all the accent colors of the car. The caliper's yellow, valve cover is yellow. So the stitching on this must be yellow. So this is around 120 bucks. I've never sewed anything in my entire life, so I will let you know actually how easy it is to install it. In the instructions, it tells you don't have to take the steering wheel off. So I'm not going to take it off, and I'm going to show you step by step on how I'm going to do it, and if I can even do it, because I've never sewed anything in my life again. So let's get started. All right, so got the wrap all on the wheel. Looks sick. Everything's taped down, like these instructions said. So I got the thread tied. I don't know if you can see that, a little knot. That's what it says to do in the instructions. Torch the rest of it off, and then start threading it through the wheel. I think I'm gonna start down here. That's where it says in the video. So that's where we're gonna start. So we are back, day 2. I got pretty far yesterday with it. Pretty proud of myself, honestly. I think it looks so good, stitching. So just follow the directions. You have to do every stitch in the beginning, and then you could do every other as you get in the middle, and then back up here it's every stitch again. I did this side as well. I now have to do the whole top of the wheel. I have never sewed anything in my entire life, and I could honestly say this is not that hard. It's just super time consuming and very tedious. The first side I did, I measured, like they said, 2 to 3 times the length, and it still wasn't enough. So my suggestion to you guys, if you decide to do it, is get a ton of string. They supply you with a lot, so don't be like afraid to like overdo it by any means. It makes it easier at the end when you have to tie the knot anyways, and when you run out of the thread all the way at the end like I did and you have to restart, it really pisses you off. Plus, again, it's the last thing you want to do is start all over because it is time consuming. But I am going to start doing this side, and I'll try to get like a little bit of it on video of how I start it, because that was like the most confusing thing with the instructions. So let me get the needle threaded, and then I'll show you guys how to start it. All right, so the first step is to tie a knot in the end of the string, and then you thread the other half, which I said you have to have a lot of string or thread, through the entire needle. And then let me show you the next step. So you start by going through the back side of the material with the knot being on this side. The next step is you're going to thread the needle through the front side of the material on this side. And once you do that, then you'll start going through every thread back and forth like a shoelace. Okay, so as you can see right here, I did every stitch, and then I switched patterns to every other stitch. It's a tongue twister. Once you get past the curve right here, because it doesn't need to be as like crazy tight. Then you do every other stitch, and it looks a lot better, this pattern, than this, in my opinion. Than this. This looks a lot better. It's a lot cleaner. So just got to continue the rest of the wheel. But like I said, there's nothing hard about doing this job at all. It's super time consuming, super tedious. All you have to do is take your time. That's coming from someone that has literally not sewed a single thing in his entire life. So if I could do it, you could definitely do it. Like I said, just take your time and it'll come out perfect. So I just finished the whole top section of the steering wheel, and I'm so happy with the way that it turned out. And honestly proud of myself for doing that, because again, I've never sewed anything in my entire life, and it came out really, really good. So it's a good feeling. So the whole top section, kind of hard to get a little view of this, but sewed it all here, like I said. Did every stitch there, and then switched it to every other across the top. And then we came back over here and did every stitch and switched it back to every other right there. Last thing I got to do is just tie a knot in this string to seal it so that way it doesn't back out. And then you just take a lighter to just burn the excess off. Again, I've never sewed anything in my entire life. I'd recommend this to anybody. It's super simple. Just got to take your time and be patient. It is definitely worth it. It makes just the whole car interior just feel a lot better and modernized. And that's one thing that's super important for me. I just love when like an interior of a car is like perfect. As you can see, there's no headliner, there's no door panels, there's no back seat, there's no deck lid, there's no nothing right now in the car because it is all at E3 getting reupholstered. So make sure, again, guys, guess what color we are doing the interior. Kind of a hint right here, in a sense. But in the comments, definitely guess the color. We should be receiving that pretty soon. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I know it's been a little bit since I've made a video. I've been waiting on parts, and then we've been waiting on the upholstery, which been a kind of a holdup, but you know, that's part of the car scene, part of building cars. But I hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Stay updated with the Evo. We are definitely making progress on the interior of the car. As you can see, we should be getting the headliner back and all the interior pieces. But until next time.